So, Donald Trump is doing his inauguration ball thing. Toby Keith. God. I've never been a fan of that guy's music, and I am strongly reminded why. I had to leave to take some deliveries. But the thing he said before I walked out the door that just stopped me, it made me question, what in the fuck are we about to do? He wants to increase military spending? You mean past what it already is? And I fully support our military. I have friends who are in the military. Do I think our military needs more money? I don't know about that. It sure as fuck needs better direction. Because the shit we've been doing with our soldiers, it's not been to the actual benefit of America. It's been to the benefit of a few Americans. Specifically, some oil businessmen. I mean, the whole shit that went on in the fucking Gulf the last 15 fucking years was all about oil. And if you don't believe that, you're not watching the money or the politics, really. I got friends that are in the military that I don't want anything bad to happen to them. And they're my friends. So I'd love for them to have better equipment. That ain't where that money's gonna go. That extra funding for the military is gonna go to pay for shit like new airplanes and new bombs and military tech. So the increase in military spending isn't going to go where any of you want it to go. There you go. Giggity.
Hey there, thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
I don't respect Donald Trump's abilities as a politician. He doesn't have any skills. I can't deny his ability to make money. That doesn't translate over to being a viable candidate. And by viable, I mean the right choice. Well, by my definition, we haven't really had the best choice for this fucking country in a long, long time. It's our media. It's our marketing. We're not taught to do what's best. And most of the time when we're told to, vote with our heart, don't fucking do that. Vote with your brain. Use your brain for something besides counterbalance. Vote for what is best for the fucking nation. Not what's best for your selfish ass sitting at home. I always try to vote for what is best for the nation. Even if it's a choice I disagree with. Would I ever support repealing the Second Amendment, for example? No, not ever. I love it when people just sit at a light and think they're blocking me. Yeah, that ain't how that works. Trump's not the problem. I say this again and again and again. It's not Trump that I'm worried about. It's all the people around Trump. It's the people he's putting in positions of power. You remember the cake? The gay couple wanted a cake made for their wedding, and it led to that whole Religious Freedom Restoration Act where you're allowed to discriminate against people on the basis of your fucking religion. I don't give a fuck what religion you follow. I don't give a shit what your personal beliefs are. If you think it's okay to discriminate against somebody as a business owner in this country, suck a dick. Fuck you. Whatever insulting fucking thing that comes to my fucking mind, you piece of shit. We've long since moved on past the argument of who's allowed to sit at the fucking lunch counter. Remember that? It's called the Civil Rights Movement. Oh, that's right. You just figured it meant the blacks. Not that it meant everybody. That everybody gets treated equally, no matter who they are. Mike Pence is the governor of Indiana who signed that bill. Don't ever fucking forget. That's why the cast of fucking Hamilton made it a point after the show to directly speak to him. Because he is that guy. I mean, the congressional hearings that are going on, come on, man, those are a sham. We know all those people are going to fucking vote for whoever the candidate pick is. They're all a bunch of shit nibblers. And if you don't understand that reference, here, let me explain for you. On the show The Walking Dead, there's a scene, spoilers, where a couple members of the group meet up with a bunch of guys from another group. And while they're in the process of, interacting, the one group, the larger group, looks at our group of people and says to hand over the guns. And one of them is resistant to the idea. And so the guy who's asking for their guns says, if you're forced to eat shit, it's best not to take your time. It's best not to nibble. Bite, chew, swallow, repeat. Which has led me to the concept of people as shit nibblers. That they got the shit sandwich they got to eat, but they don't want to do it. They don't want to have to accept and admit that they helped make this shit sandwich. That they just don't want to eat it. So they're taking little nibbles, little teeny bites to try and delay the inevitable. Shit nibblers. That's why I don't like most of the Republicans right now, because all of them. Do you remember? Remember the line? What was it they said? There is no conceivable reality where Donald Trump is the Republican candidate. You remember that? You remember that? Yeah. Well, guess what? It's this fucking reality. And Donald Trump is the fucking Republican candidate. Oh, wait, no, he's not. He's the goddamn president-elect. The fucking president as of tomorrow. So what are we supposed to do? Because I'm confused. Did you say that we weren't going to have a Republican presidency with Donald Trump at the head? Because, we are. So if you said that we aren't, obviously, I didn't think it was possible. It's the weirdest thing where me and the Republicans are in agreement on a thing. We both thought that this was fucking impossible. The Republicans, honestly, I don't think they thought they could beat Hillary because, well, they're the Republicans. And we all know what they fucking do. At least I thought we did. There are apparently people who don't understand that the Republican Party is mostly made up of businessmen. Lawyers who represent businessmen. And lawyers who have ties to business. It'd be nice if these people could write clearly. I don't know where we're headed. I don't really know, not as a nation. But let's not forget who these people are. They are the people that said that a gay couple couldn't get a cake made. Well, there's timing.
Yeah. Guess it's feeding time at this house.
Caitlin?
Yep.
That's you.
Things over?
Yep.
I do need to see the credit card.
It's kind of cool when delivery drivers show up at the same time. That way everybody gets to eat at the same time. Some things won't change. The vast majority of things won't change. Like taxes this year. I doubt taxes this year are going to change all that much. Just got in, trying to change things that rapidly with something like the tax code. I mean, he would have to know that that would be disastrous. He would just have to know. So I'm worried a little bit, but not as much as it could be. My biggest worry is because of who Trump picked as his vice president. The people he's putting into positions of power. I mean, just, even if you don't know the names, and I know some of the names, even if I can't bring them up off the top of my head, I know the fucking names. I wonder if this dude's really trying to turn left where it says, obviously, no left turn. Ah, right, he's not that stupid. I mean, he is, but he isn't. And there's that guy who was trying to, like, swoop ahead of people. Some things aren't going to change. There's a lot of discourtesy on the roadways in America. That won't change. There's a lot of assholes in this country that are only concerned about what benefits them. That won't change. There's a lot of basic human nature shit that ain't gonna change. And in the end, the stuff that will change won't have the world-ending effect that we think. I mean, I wish he didn't win. I wish we had someone else running the fucking nation. I wish that after tomorrow, we didn't have a President Donald J. Trump. But we do. We're gonna. And that's the way it is. And there's nothing I can do to stop it except hope that he fucks it up for himself. And he looks like he's on a pretty solid path to do that anyway. And by not divesting himself of his businesses, that's a conflict of interest. He knows it. He knew it when he fucking applied for the position. There's no acting like, oh no, people don't really care. Yeah, they actually fucking do. That whole thing with your tax returns. Remember the birth certificate thing? Remember how they rode President Obama for his entire fucking tenure about his fucking birth certificate? Yeah. No, people don't let go. You should know that. You're a troll. Donnie, I recognize you. You're not fucking fooling me. You never have. Well, the comedians are going to have fun with it at least. And I could be a lot more scared than I am. But I'm not going to let this fucking be the normal US. I'm not going to let this be how things are without me saying some shit about it. I am not fucking cool with the direction we're heading. I'm not afraid of speaking my mind about that shit. I'm not worried about losing friends because of my opinions. I'm not afraid of pissing off my sponsors because my sponsor is me. My truest and most reliable friend doesn't really exist. I can't rely on me. I know me. I'm not a good person for me to rely on. I will lead me into a bad decision. I have a lot of friends that I can totally rely on, though, that I would trust their judgment on a great many things. But not Trump. I don't trust Trump's judgment at all. Not on anything. On business. I can see where he might have some business sense. I mean, he has filed 6 bankruptcies. And while, yes, technically only one of them was his bankruptcy, credit where credit is due, he has filed 22 fucking bankruptcies. Or, I'm sorry, he has filed 6 bankruptcies in his, 22 years. Or in the last 22 years. See, I'm agitated and trying to pay attention to the roadway because, driving at work. Hence the title of all these videos, Ranting While Driving. Because I'm just driving around, delivering food, bitching at my phone. I don't trust Donald Trump. Can't. I've watched this guy for 4 decades. My buddy Jeremy keeps reminding me that the first time he saw him was with Robin Leach of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, which is just beautiful. Because that's part of the reason why I hate that guy. Not Jeremy, Donald Trump. Because he tries so much to act like he's one of us. He ain't one of us. That guy is not one of the average people. He is not one of you. He doesn't give a shit about you except as it affects his bottom line, as it affects how much money he makes. I wonder if this is my friend Doreen. We'll see in a moment.